Well, hi kids, it's Grammy, and I'm going to show you how to do a traditional, at least in my family, Polish Easter egg, coloring it or putting on the wax and then dipping it in the color. First you need what they call a stylus, and it's just a pencil with a common pin poked in the eraser. And then I've got my wax. I have it in this metal pan, and it's regular canning wax that you would use to can foods. And then you make sure that it's melted at a low, you got it at a low temperature on your stove. And then you just take your egg. The egg has to be room temperature, and it has to be clean. So what I usually do is I, wipe it off really good so it doesn't get your the grease or whatever from your hands on it. And with this design, I started right at the top, and it's called a wheat design. The wheat design is supposed to represent plenty of food for the year. And farmers would plant the wheat during the spring, right around Easter, and then in the fall they would naturally have their harvest of wheat. So this is the rebirth, of the crops that are planted in the spring. And with this, and it's hard to see this, and I'll show it to you after it's colored. So I make sure that the stylus is warm enough in here. The little pin has to be warm enough. And you have to keep your egg sort of as close to the wax as you can. And then you just take it and you just make a little mark on there. Just bring the wax up, and it's amazing how the wax will stick to the egg. And it's very simple to make these designs. And I wish I could show it, how it's being done. Well, maybe someday I would be able to color it. I don't know. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it. But I will show you the finished product. Well, somebody's texting me. After I get it colored. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Well, this is Grammy's coloring. We got the blue and the green and the pink, and the yellow and the orange. And here's one of the eggs that Grammy did. You can see there's sort of little starbursts. I think that's supposed to mean for, I don't know, eternity or the heavens. The coloring is horrible. Good Lord. Well, anyways, and there's the pause, good old pause, the coloring. And Grammy always lights a candle during the 3 hours that Jesus hung on the cross on Good Friday. So this is something that my mom, my Bapshi, or your Bapshi did, and so Grammy is doing it also. And let's see, and then over here is there's the wax, and Grammy's going to start another egg. I'm going to start another egg, but that's about it. All righty. Hi again. It's me. It's Grammy. I just wanted to let you know that this tradition has been passed down from, this is the 3rd generation. You're the 4th generation. The grandkids are the 5th generation. So if they can continue on doing this, that would be great. When my Bapshi and Jaji came over from Poland in the, in the late 1800s, and then your Bapshi's oldest sister Mary was born in 1900, and then there was 11 children that Jaji and Bapshi had, Anna and Anthony Waklowski. And so every one of my aunts that I know, every one of them did this, and their children learned how to do what we call it, the poor man's pasanki. And Aunt Mary, Bapshi's oldest sister, told us a story at the family reunion one year, and there was me and Mary Lou Klein, who was Aunt Josephine's oldest daughter. Then there was Irene, who's Aunt Julia's oldest daughter. I was now Joan's oldest daughter. And Aunt Mary was naturally, she was the matriarch. But she was telling us how when the eggs are blessed on Good Saturday, all of the Polish food was blessed, then on Easter Sunday is when you would enjoy the delicious food, whether it's the ham, the Polish sausage, the delicious eggs with the horseradish. Don't forget the horseradish. And so after dinner, her mother, Aunt Mary's mother, which would have been my babci, took all of the eggshells, okay, all of the colored eggshells, all the ones that were decorated and colored, and they had a lot of them because you got to figure there was 11 people in that family. And so they took the crushed eggshells, and she took them, and her mother told her to sprinkle them around the house, around the barn, and around, the yard, because they were blessed. These were blessed eggs, and the shells were blessed to protect the farm, to protect the house, to protect the barn, the animals, to protect the house, the family from, tornadoes or lightning or anything, and that what I thought a nice tradition. So every once in a while I've done that too. And I don't know if you've noticed me doing that, but I go out there every once in a while and I'll, whatever eggshells we have left over. But I thought that was interesting to let you know about that. Well, anyways, I'll continue to color this and I'll show you the results when I get done. Love you. Hello, it's me again. I wanted to tell you, Christopher had asked about the wax, and he was using candle wax. Candle wax has a lot of perfumes and dyes added to it, so I don't think it's going to stick to the eggs. And like I said before, you have to make sure that your eggs are clean, and you have to wipe them off real good so they have a very clean surface. And they can't be ice cold. No, can't be ice cold. So room temperature-ish is good, because then the wax will stick to them. And it's regular canning wax. I'll show you. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got some here. It's just regular canning wax, like you get in the store. And you just take a little and, put it in the pan and in the metal pan. And, oh, good Lord, look at my hair. And then melt it on a very low heat. And then it should be able to stick to your egg. Okay? All right. Good Lord. All right. Love you.